You've heard it a million times, right? At games, ceremonies, maybe even hummed it yourself. But do you know the story behind the Star-Spangled Banner? This is a tale of war, a city under siege, and an American amateur poet on a British warship watching it all. It's also the story of how a poem, scribbled in the heat of battle, became America's national anthem. While known as the War of 1812, this United States conflict with Great Britain lasted until 1815. The British Navy, low on manpower for its war with France, was kidnapping American merchant sailors for forced service in the British Navy. Battles were fought on land and at sea, including engagements on the Canadian border and the Battle of New Orleans. In August 1814, the British invaded Washington D.C. and torched the White House and the Capitol. Morale among Americans had hit an all-time low. The protagonist in the Anthem story is a 35-year-old lawyer and poet, Francis Scott Key. In September 1814, after the British had burned Washington, Key was sent on a dangerous mission to the British fleet near Baltimore to secure the release of British prisoner and Key's friend, physician William Beans. Key and Army Colonel John Skinner, with President Madison's permission, sailed out to the British fleet to secure Beans' release. Negotiations are successful. Although Beans' release was approved, Key and Skinner had become aware of a planned massive attack on Baltimore. The British detained Key, Skinner, and Bean in advance of the bombing of Fort McHenry. On September 13th, the British began blasting Fort McHenry with cannon and mortars. For the next 25 hours, Key watches with his heart in his throat, trying to see if the American flag still flies over the fort. At dawn, Key braces for the worst. Is the British flag over the fort? Then, he sees it. America's flag, beaten but still waving. Fort McHenry held. Baltimore saved. America hadn't broken. Deeply moved, Key starts scribbling a poem about his observations. He calls it Defense of Fort McHenry. Later, back in Baltimore, Key's brother-in-law, Joseph Nicholson, observed that Key's words fit the popular melody called To Anacreon in Heaven, a British song for a gentleman's drinking club, written in 1773 by English composer John Stafford Smith. After Key's poem was matched with that tune, it spread quickly through the country, and the name the Star-Spangled Banner is adopted. The military loves it, and a patriotic song for the ages is born. However, it wasn't yet the official national anthem. When the Civil War erupted, the Star-Spangled Banner served as a rallying cry, uniting divided factions under a banner of hope and courage. As the years rolled on, the Star-Spangled Banner began to evolve alongside the nation it encapsulated. Yet the journey of the Star-Spangled Banner was just beginning. Schools incorporated the song into their daily rituals, and veterans proudly belted it out during reunions, infusing newfound vigor and hope into the hearts of soldiers who had fought for their country. As the Star-Spangled Banner continued to gain popularity, it became clear that this song captured the essence of the American spirit, an unyielding determination to withstand adversity and celebrate freedom. It took 117 years for Congress to designate the anthem by joint resolution on March 3, 1931. With President Herbert Hoover's signature, the designation of the Star-Spangled Banner as the national anthem became law. With each performance, whether at a Super Bowl, presidential inauguration, or local town council, the Star-Spangled Banner evokes a sense of unity. Sports contests, political rallies, citizen gatherings, and more opening with the anthem have become events with a shared American moment encouraging national unity. This evolution mirrors America's story, capturing moments of joy, sorrow, and hope to unite living generations and inspire future ones to grand achievements, regardless of difficulty. Over 200 years have passed since Key viewed the battle-battered flag, signifying his country had not yielded. The Star-Spangled Banner has become more than a song. Its story reflects the nation that adopted the anthem. America continues to work on its internal divisions, defend against its adversaries, and foster an atmosphere of achievement while standing as a beacon of hope. To continue increasing your knowledge of America and help spread that knowledge, hit the like button and subscribe to Constitutional Soundbites for the new videos coming.